Welcome to the Virginia Film Festival 25th Anniversary Special Edition. I'm Tara Wheeler here in the historic Paramount Theater in downtown Charlottesville, and I'm joined by the director of the film festival, Jody Kilbasa. Jody, what does it mean to you to be at the helm of the Virginia Film Festival, especially at a milestone like its 25th anniversary?
Well, Tara, it's truly an honor and a privilege for me and a remarkable achievement for the University of Virginia and for the community here. And it's also a testament to the hard work of the people who've come before, like the founder, Governor Gerald Bliles and Patricia Kluge, to the first director, a University of Virginia alum who's now the president of the American Film Institute, Bob Ghazali, Richard Herskowitz, who was the director of the festival for 17 years before I came here. And of course, Mark Johnson, who's the chair of our board and an Academy Award-winning producer of Rain Man. And finally, it's a testament to this community here in Charlottesville for the support that they've given this festival for 25 years.
Absolutely. Now, it's no secret that the Virginia Film Festival brings in the best and brightest of new movies and Hollywood stars, but you also have a special focus on Virginia culture and films right here. Tell me about that.
We do. Well, Virginia has a remarkable filmmaking community. We also bring in tremendous filmmakers. The Virginia Film Office has done incredible work to attract great films and filmmakers. Lincoln by Steven Spielberg is a perfect example of this. In this past year was shot in the Richmond and Petersburg areas. But in the past several years, we've had remarkable filmmakers that we have showcased here at the Virginia Film Festival. Filmmakers like Megan Aikman, the Parking Lot movie, Chris Farina's World Peace, Bill Reifenberger and Ben Cloer's Vintage, that have all been screened here at the Virginia Film Festival. And other great shorts. This year we're going to be screening a horror film by several local and regional filmmakers as well. And it's just really an incredibly vibrant filmmaking community, and that's one of the great things about the festival is we're able to showcase these films and show them off to the rest of the Commonwealth and to the rest of the world.
And what sets the Virginia Film Festival apart in your eyes from all of the hundreds of festivals across the country?
Well, I think the festival is distinguished by the fact that we're one of the few festivals in the country that's supported by a major university like the University of Virginia, and as a result we're able to bring the creative and intellectual firepower of the university to bear during this festival. It's a remarkable festival distinguished by its panels and its discussions, and then of course finally we're here in Charlottesville during the height of the peak fall colors. It's a stunning place to hold a festival.
It's absolutely gorgeous, and there's so much to do in Central Virginia, especially in the fall. We'll have more on that a little later in the show, but coming up next, more on the history of the 25 years of the Virginia Film Festival. We're back after this.
At one time, text was simply written words. Mail was something from the mailman. And surfing was done at the beach. Not anymore. Now we tweet, we ping, we bing, we're spammed and blasted. Despite these changes, local radio and television still reach more people than all other forms of media combined. And their websites are among the most visited sites around. Local radio and television, reaching more people, touching more lives.
Charlottesville and Albemarle County offer the perfect setting for your next special event or vacation. Historic, gastronomic, academic, and simply terrific, our destination is the ideal location for your next production with picture-perfect sets from vibrant downtown to breathtaking countryside. Bring your cast of friends and family to Charlottesville to create award-winning memories that will last a lifetime. Lights, camera, action! Go to visitcharlottesville.org to plan your stay.
On behalf of the University of Virginia, I want to congratulate the Virginia Film Festival on its 25th anniversary and wish them many more years of success. The Virginia Film Festival represents the university's commitment to celebrating the best in arts and culture. Every year, it brings together so many constituencies: the Virginia Film Office, foundations, businesses, interested individuals, and many parts of the university. We want to extend best wishes to the Film Festival for many continued years of success.
When I was in the governor's office and seeing the number of films that were beginning to come to the Commonwealth, I had some discussions with members of the General Assembly, some friends of mine, Mr. and Mrs. John Kluge and Earl Hamner from Nelson County, the creator of the Waltons, and asked the question, if Sundance and other film festivals attract so much interest, would it be possible for us to do something like that in Virginia? And why not select a university setting to sort of bring together the assets that would make the Virginia Film Festival somewhat unique and different from other film festivals?
My earliest memory of the Virginia Film Festival was in the summer of 1987. I had just graduated from the university, and I was invited to the president's house for a meeting that they said was to discuss a film festival. And what I didn't realize at the time was that the president, Robert O'Neill, had really marshaled the forces of American film that day. Now, what was I doing there? I realized quickly, looking around at the head of the American Film Institute and great producers and directors and artists, Jack Valenti from the Motion Picture Association of America, that I was the token student. I remember saying nothing during that entire meeting. I took copious notes, and when the dust settled from all of these titans at the table talking about what a festival in Charlottesville and at the university could be, I was among the few who was left to implement it.
Those early days were fun-filled, they were festive, there was a lot of energy, a lot of buzz, a lot of conversation all across the Commonwealth.
All of the people putting the event together early on understood and appreciated that what we were doing was building something unique. We were building a film festival at Thomas Jefferson's academical village. So this was not a place where just artists and audiences would come together like most film festivals, but it was a place where also academics would enter the conversation.
I think the UVA connection to the festival is huge, because what it does is it brings in the students and the faculty, and we encourage the faculty to introduce a number of the movies when a movie is about a subject that that faculty member has some knowledge of, and then lead a discussion group or a panel group afterward.
25 years of being a part of the Virginia Film Festival is extraordinary for the Virginia Film Office. We see it as an opportunity to showcase Virginia and to showcase Charlottesville to the world, because filmmakers have come from all over the world for 25 years. And they get so much back, I think, in return, not just exhibiting their film, but they get so much in return from the audience.
The University of Virginia in Charlottesville, Albemarle, really provide a wonderful, magical setting. So to me, the film festival and the location are really a perfect marriage.
The University of Virginia adds an academic element that really raises the bar of cultural conversation and allows us a place, a safe environment to discuss and celebrate why movies matter.
I think it was the second festival that attracted two wonderful and yet somewhat different personalities, Gregory Peck and Jimmy Stewart. As governor, I was pleased to meet with them, talk to them, ask questions about their past performances.
I have so many great memories of those early days at the festival. Among them was the 50th anniversary screening we did of Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. And Jimmy Stewart took to the stage to thunderous applause following the film.
Some of my favorite experiences at the festival have to do with listening to some of the filmmakers we've had come there, be it Sigourney Weaver or Brad Silberling or a little bit of everybody. Nicolas Cage, just talk about what a great experience they had and how they would come back in a second. And then to add that, you've got Charlottesville in the fall. It's unbeatable.
The last year I was there, Charlton Heston came to town to introduce Ben-Hur. And just before the screening, he pulled me aside and he said, I need your help with something. And he said, it's gonna sound a little insane, but just help me out here. I need some chapstick. The man was addicted to chapstick, and he had left it in the hotel. So I turned to a volunteer and I said, chapstick, and I'll never forget seeing that man run off through the parking lot and then return huffing and puffing. We handed the chapstick over. Mr. Heston was fine. And I fumbled to get a few dollars out to give to the volunteer. And he said, I don't need your money. I just bought Moses chapstick.
One of my most memorable moments of the Virginia Film Festival is Joe Berlinger. He was here in 1992, and he came with a rough cut of Brothers Keeper. And he said to the audience after their questions and the Q&A, that I'm going to change the end of my film. Based on what I've heard here this evening, you've given me so much insight. And he said, you've changed my mind.
The idea that we have this festival that is so well known, so well considered, and really something that I'm so proud of, the fact that it's 25 years, it's a great milestone, and we should all be toasting some champagne.
Coming up next, we'll show you some of the great things to do in Charlottesville while you're in town for this year's Virginia Film Festival.
Congratulations to the Virginia Film Festival on its 25th anniversary. Over the years, the festival has become an important part of our cultural landscape. It is both a source of world-class entertainment and great pride for visitors and residents too. We wish the festival all the best for many, many years to come.
There's certainly no shortage of fun activities to do here in Central Virginia. Whether you're an outdoor lover or a history enthusiast, or maybe you're interested in the arts and entertainment scene downtown, there truly is something for everyone. One of the best ways to enjoy a picturesque fall day in Central Virginia is at one of the more than 24 wineries within a 30-minute drive from downtown Charlottesville. Pippin Hill is the Charlottesville area's newest winery. Here they pride themselves on presenting a fresh interpretation on the classic winery. It's a place where artisans, artists, farmers, and winemakers all come together to provide the perfect environment for your entertainment. Not only can you enjoy a sweeping panorama of the beautiful countryside, you can also dine on fine cuisine made of locally grown food. Area wineries have captured the hearts of some big-name investors like Donald Trump and Dave Matthews, who own Trump and Blenheim Vineyards, respectively. Make sure to take some time to experience the Monticello Wine Trail. Taste and see for yourself why Central Virginia wine is making a name for itself on a global scale. If you're looking to relax resort style, head to the Boar's Head Inn for a world-class retreat. From championship golf and tennis to local wineries and hot air ballooning, you're sure to find an array of activities to make the most of your stay. Spectacular Blue Ridge views highlight every hole at the Boar's Head's highly acclaimed Birdwood Golf Course. The link's recent accolades include the prestigious 4.5-star ranking among the best places to play in the 2011 edition of Golf Digest. After a long day of golf, let the experienced professionals at the luxurious Boar's Head Spa soothe your sore muscles and rejuvenate your skin. Environmentally friendly, the spa uses only the best organic products. For a truly magical experience, watch the sunrise from a hot air balloon that launches right outside the resort's front door. Located on 573 acres of Virginia countryside, the Boar's Head is the perfect place for some R&R. Situated on a mountaintop just minutes outside of Charlottesville is one of National Geographic magazine's top 10 world wonders. Monticello, a 5,000-acre plantation that was the home of Thomas Jefferson, author of the Declaration of Independence, third president of the United States, and founder of the University of Virginia. At Monticello, you can experience every aspect of life in Jefferson's time, even down to a typical meal, which you can enjoy at nearby Mickey Tavern. Take a guided tour through the home or explore the stunning and authentic grounds and gardens. Discover Monticello's history as a working plantation and get an intimate look at the experiences of the slaves who lived and labored on the property. Step back in time and walk in the footsteps of one of our country's most influential leaders. Visit the only historic house in the U.S. on the United Nations World Heritage List and feel the magic of Monticello. The historic downtown mall is your one-stop shop for fashion, food, and fun. This pedestrian mall is home to more than 120 shops and 30 restaurants. Families can take the kids on a learning adventure with the Virginia Discovery Museum on the East End or ice skating at the Main Street Arena located on the West End. The arts come alive at the historic Paramount Theater, and there's always music flowing from the historic Jefferson and the newly opened Outdoor Pavilion. From the stage to the runway, Charlottesville's fashion is top-notch. Hit up Ike's Underground for a vintage find, the trendy Spring Street for casual, classy style, or one of the many high-end boutiques for a one-of-a-kind look. Take in a play, enjoy fine dining, and shopping, all within walking distance. The vibrant and diverse collection makes this stretch of Old Main Street one of the finest urban parks in the country. Up next, we'll take you inside this year's preview party for the Virginia Film Festival and give you a sneak peek at what to expect for the festival weekend.
On behalf of the University of Virginia's College and Graduate School of Arts and Sciences, congratulations on this important milestone for the Virginia Film Festival. The festival not only celebrates the magic of movies, but also the ideas that power them. Each year, the festival puts together a world-class lineup of films and guest artists, along with leading scholars and cultural experts, many from right here at the college. The result is a dynamic and interactive festival that facilitates discussions of some of today's most important cultural themes. We look forward to an outstanding anniversary year and continued success in the future.
We've given you 25 years of Virginia Film Festival history and shown you some of the fun places you can visit while you're here in Charlottesville. Now it's time to get you excited about what you can experience at this year's Virginia Film Festival. We're here at the preview party, and as with everything the festival touches, even the announcement of the lineup is done in style. What do you most enjoy about the festival?
The parties. Am I allowed to say that?
You can expect a party that you would expect in New York or Los Angeles. They are over-the-top, amazing parties, and not to be missed.
It's an incredible experience. 4 days, over 100 films, great parties.
This festival is the soul of film in Virginia because people from all over the United States and all over the world come to see films, and they also get to see the landscape, and perhaps they come back and shoot here.
Even though it's still academic, the festival is a lot more fun now, which has been really nice. It was great when it was academic as well, but now it just seems to encompass more of the community and bring in more people from outside.
I never scheduled travel the first weekend in November because I'd miss all the great parties.
We this year will screen some of the very top films that will be in the running for the Golden Globes, the Academy Awards, both foreign films and U.S. domestic films.
I love the filmatic sensibilities of everyone that comes here.
I mean, you may be standing next to somebody who made a film that you really love, that you had no idea that they're the producer on it, and so it's interesting to make those connections and fun.
It's such a rush to get out, show a film, go to see other people's films, celebrate them, talk about them.
I'm very proud to have our film in this festival. Virginia really supported our film and us as filmmakers.
This incredible audience here in Charlottesville, nestled here in the mountains, this beautiful community. People seem to have a passion for the arts and for film, and the filmmakers truly sense that when they come here.
Well, it's obvious that this year's film festival is an event you will not want to miss. Mark your calendars for November 1st through the 4th. Here are some of the films, filmmakers, and special guests for the 25th anniversary Virginia Film Festival.
At one time, text was simply written words. Mail was something from the mailman. And surfing was done at the beach. Not anymore. Now we tweet, we ping, we bing, we're spammed and blasted. Despite these changes, local radio and television still reach more people than all other forms of media combined. And their websites are among the most visited sites around. Local radio and television, reaching more people, touching more lives.
Charlottesville and Albemarle County offer the perfect setting for your next special event or vacation. Historic, gastronomic, academic, and simply terrific, our destination is the ideal location for your next production with picture-perfect sets from vibrant downtown to breathtaking countryside. Bring your cast of friends and family to Charlottesville to create award-winning memories that will last a lifetime. Lights, camera, action! Go to visitcharlottesville.org to plan your stay.
Well, we've given you a look back at 25 years of Virginia Film Festival history and the people who helped make it happen. We hope you've enjoyed the show and look forward to seeing you back here in Charlottesville this November for all the festivities as we celebrate cinema in Virginia.